The drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Powell, he'll look to throw it. He's got Turner. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs, and I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
Gibson, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One more time with Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings out a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know I'm fucking fat.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Powell on the QB sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sam Howell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 1, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Fields now to throw. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing here, Howell.
Throw left side complete. That's Turner. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Second down, Howell back to pass. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. The Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fields on 1st down.
And for the 3rd third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now here's Samuel on the end around.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
One last shot before the break. Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made.
What you going to halftime with?
Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Gibson again.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on first down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
Not
and
you,
he's
bro.
brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You doing dumb shit. I got a high 98. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Throwing again on second down. Powell, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
I'm coming 8-4.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give it 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Field goal unit and Joey
Slam with me, 11-4.
And this one a 41-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been
man,
automatic
bro,
to
start
this
throwing
point
me
of the
regular
season.
passes, bro. Why
On
you
the field
stealing
goal
me?
there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
God damn. He make a shot. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga throwing all these goofy ass alleys and shit. Man, put me on the ground, man. I'm out here carrying this nigga. I don't need all that flashy shit. Look, like right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Bro.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
26 moves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync.
21-6 move. It's game smooth. I'm coming.
They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
I put
This
fucking
offense
17.
in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Damn. Now she ain't telling nobody. She fucking sucked the dick. She ate the meat. She ate away. We would throw a room on the motherfucker fast. Hey man, listen man, you know that bitch got locked up last summer, you hear me? Well, I'm not last winter, you heard? Shit, word? I ain't even know that bitch got locked up. Man, listen, I heard that bitch ate away out of jail, man. Say, what? How did that shit, man? Listen, I tell you, I heard the CEOs, man,
start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some.
Paid a bond next day.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
If you hear a bitch sucked a cop dick and got out of jail, I want him to suck my dick. What the hell did you do to get off from the law? That's a crazy mouth.
But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do
your mouth made a cop insubordinate his mission.
Essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I know a lot of females out there that was fucking Wolf and High Point.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Wolf used to fuck the shit out these bitches and let them off.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, Smooth, you see the little nigga go check his weapons in his
Searching 4 yards here to pick up the first
Smooth.
down.
Jakari.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
See him.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. That's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone.
Hold on, we got I got one in here though. Now Calm
stop the former Georgia Bulldog.
He got a 3-and-D off guard. You playing center or point guard?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What's up, Smooth? Download Madden and play each other.
2nd and
I think
5.
I'll beat your ass. Think you'll beat me in 10-3? I'll walk the dog. Who you gonna get though? First of all, we can't get the Eagles. I'll walk the dog on your ass.
Gibson on the read option. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day.
Why are you offline?
Advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up,
somebody's
there defensively.
That
was the same case on that play. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
You going to tip the ad, bro? So if I told you I'd bring in one with me, bro.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
It's up there, right?
Oh, they're going to run a little drop pass here.
Hey, check him out, man. You gonna run with him or you gonna drop him right quick? Check him out.
They're able to convert.
That's the nigga I was just playing with.
Up a 1st and goal.
He's shitty. Shitty.
They're always hoping.
What you want to do? Want to drop him?
That they can get to the end of the line and
drop
have
him.
a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
I'm gonna let him play, man. Let him play.
And took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said
this
getting
nigga
the
got
right
head man if I opera
of course, that was actually a
early
pass
this
as he
morning.
popped it forward.
You hear me? He's just been real fraudulent. You hear me? Real fucking coffee mug in a box, no newspaper ass nigga. You hear me? Word, coffee, fucking no cotton Charmin. Old fucking cotton roll cardboard ass. He ain't got damn spoiled milk on a clean floor. Hey, man, I'm about to boot him now. What the fuck is you doing, boy?
And that'll make
I said, bring your ass on, follow your ass. Boy, me and my nigga ready. Boy, he said, oh, my bad, bro. I said, damn, boy, your voice deep as hell. I said, damn, boy, your voice deep as hell. He said, my bad, bro. And it's crazy. I asked him how old he was, bro. Something 16. God, boy, I ain't heard a nigga 16 sound 34 in a minute.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
He was the fucking nose guard for Reds there. Bro was fucking. Bro was 5'5". He was 5'5". Every bit of like 220 pounds. He was in like 10th grade. Man, the nigga got very white, bro.
Prepping for their next drive,
I was looking at like, he little as fuck, fat as hell.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Damn!
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They lead big.
I remember this nigga Ace. You remember Zach?
Taking their play to a whole new level this second half.
Remember the white boy that played golf with Griffin?
And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
You remember Zach, nigga? Zach Goodson and Crystal Goodson that went to Griffin? Zach was a white boy, but he used to act black a little bit. And his sister was blonde hair. And
second
like
and 10,
black tip.
Fields. Got a man open, it's Ross.
Nah, bro, got that.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's
taken down. He was the only motherfucker out of everybody that used to go play golf. When we had 4th block, bro was going to play golf. For Griffin. One nigga. We had one nigga on the golf team.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play.
That nigga was fucking.
Bring up a second down
he golfed like yeah. I'm talking about, bro, when we was in 6th grade, bro had the hairiest legs I ever seen in my life.
From the 50,
and they was blonde hair, bro. It was blonde, bro. He was one of them white boys that was like beard, everything.
Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
I fucked her so bad, bro. I did. That shit looked like it was crazy. Like Fields. Spit in my mouth.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining,
and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love to take advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
You already know, Smooth, I'm going to knock mine.
On 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Shit, bitch, I ain't beat that shit. Oh, rebound.
Bananas Ross complete. And whistles, and they take
God.
the timeout with 7 seconds
Gave that
left.
with the late block.
They put that defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last couple.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Famous Jones, his second touchdown.
Oh, word. I got a turnover.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point.
Oh, yeah, he got to keep that ball out of his hand.
4-14.
He got to. He can't run that route no more. Yeah, come on, Ace. Man, fuck, bro. Smooth, I hate when you big.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
You know what, bro? He can't. Oh, well, niggas about to get mad, bro, because I ain't about to sit here and let that nigga keep selling me.
Inside the 5. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, which they got the win.
Watch him. Check him
I
out.
thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort.
Damn.
throughout.
Slightly
They had
early?
the ball when the clock hit
That wasn't
zero.
late? Give me that shit.
So for the Commanders, their strong start to the year continues
my nigga
as
is
they're
so
up to
fucking open.
5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500.
I love it.
3-3.
You know.
And they'll look to
You know
get
you
back
want
in the
to.
winning column.
What are you doing?